My friends, hello. Today we're talking about the 5 things that you need to be able to do in order to have a successful career as a coach. I know a thing or two about this because this is what my world is, this is what my life is, and I was recognized by Dale Carnegie and Associates, a global training company, as their #1 corporate trainer in the world in 2019. So I've spent a lot of time in this space and I'm very familiar with it, and I've got some ideas that are going to help you to be more successful more rapidly. The first one is this: know your purpose. If you're familiar with Simon Sinek, he's wonderful. He's got this whole book called Start With Why. And he does all sorts of wonderful content that you should explore. If you want to be a coach, he's got great content that you should definitely understand because other people are familiar with this content. What I love about it is the why concept. It's really this purpose concept. You really need to know what your why is, what your purpose is, or you're never going to be able to be successful as a coach. What is your purpose? Why are you a coach? Are you a coach because you've got wonderful wisdom in your mind, or because you want to help people, or because you're at the end of your career and it's time to, be a mentor person to others? Is it because you want to be rich? Is it because you like telling people what to do? Different purposes for different reasons and different outcomes for all of them. But what's important is to know what your purpose is. Mine, for example, is to be of service. I believe very deeply that leaders and coaches need to be of service to those that they serve. So what's your purpose? When you know that, we go to step 2, which is this: commit to your purpose. When you know what it is, you got to commit to it. You can't deviate, you can't waver. You've got to really stick to it. What is that purpose and why? That needs to be your North Star. That needs to be the thing that you hold true and hold yourself accountable to. You need to be able to drive towards your purpose with everything that you do. If you're not committed to your purpose, you will not succeed as a coach. When a good coach is working with somebody, they need to hold that person accountable to themselves. And if you can't hold yourself accountable first, you will not be able to be successful holding others accountable. Commit to your purpose. Step 3 is this: trust yourself. If you know what the purpose is and you're committed to it, then you need to trust yourself to be successful. You've been successful before, you will be successful again. You have been successful enough to be exploring this as a real opportunity for a career path, or that you're reevaluating it right now on how to be more successful. You have been successful before. Trust yourself. Just trust yourself. If something doesn't work, change it. And if something's working, don't change it. But what you do need to do all the time is trust yourself. When you trust yourself, you're going to find that even through the bad times, even through the hard times, even through the times where you feel like you screw up and fail, you can be impactful, you can be valuable in people's lives, and you can really make a difference in this world as a coach. Step 4 is this: give yourself grace. Like I said, sometimes you're going to make mistakes. I make them all the time. I make mistakes constantly. I wish I didn't make as many as I do. I used to be a perfectionist. I'm a recovering perfectionist is what I like to say now, where at one point in my life, I didn't even acknowledge that I ever made mistakes. It was someone else's fault. That is not a coach mentality. It's partly why I'm able to be a coach now, is because I've learned how to do the things the wrong way and the hard way. And now I'm able to share those stories with other people because I also give myself grace. I make mistakes. You make mistakes. Your clients will make mistakes. When we, instead of fearing mistakes or trying to shun them or try to pretend like we're, Teflon or perfect, when we, instead of do that, we honor the fact that we've made mistakes and we've learned from them, we can use them as lessons for other people. Other people can benefit from the experiences we've had, the hardships we've had. We have to choose to be vulnerable in order to do this, though. We have to choose to allow ourselves to do that. We need to give ourselves grace when we make mistakes. That's critically important. If we beat ourselves up, then we don't deserve to be a coach for someone else. We really need to give ourselves grace because we're going to be teaching them to give themselves grace too. Finally, our last step is this: keep improving. If there's one reason why Dale Carnegie recognized me as the #1 corporate trainer in the world, it's this. It's because I was never satisfied with my own ability to deliver. Even right now, I just stumbled over my words, right? We're not perfect 100% of the time. We're not. We can be perfect 99% of the time if we really, really, really try hard. But how about this? What if you just aim for 80% perfect? That's a letter grade of a B. When you're writing a paper or doing a test, a B is not a bad grade. It's not great, but it's not bad. Nobody's going to really complain about a B. So if you're a new coach, nobody's going to really complain about a B-level coach, at least your first time. Then you go for 85%. Then you go for 87%. Then you go for 92%. Then you go for 95%. Eventually, you can be very, very, very good, and you will if you're committed to your purpose. But you must give yourself some grace, and you got to keep improving. As good as you are today, if today is the best you've ever been, if it's the best you've ever been, tomorrow you'll be better if you're committed to keep improving. And what's great about that is you can come back to your old clients because now you're better than you were when you worked with them before. You can work with your old clients and help them go to new heights because they've already got a great relationship with you and you've already helped them once before. So, for you as a coach, if you want to be a successful coach, these are the 5 things you need to be able to do. You need to know your purpose, commit to your purpose, trust yourself, give yourself grace, and keep improving. When you do these things, what's going to happen is not only are you going to continue to improve yourself and feel great about who you are, but you're going to be impacting tons and tons and tons of people. And you are going to make our world a better place through your blood, your sweat, your tears, committed to helping other people. You're going to make them better. And by them being better, our world will be better. That's what you're doing. That's the work you do as a coach. You make our world a better place. Thank you for what you do. Thank you. We need more coaches who are committed to doing good, strong work like you. And this is how we can make it happen.